Hello friends, it is Jill here. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for being here, and special thanks if you are a new subscriber. I'm coming here to you today with my afternoon coffee, not even my morning coffee. It's a cold day here in South Florida, so I'm indulging in a second cup. That said, I got sick over the weekend, female stuff, and unfortunately I was not able to maintain my intended work schedule. So I literally woke up today feeling very distressed because in my head I'm like, oh God, I'm 3 days behind on my work, and right now, since I'm developing this channel, it's 3 days behind on recording and editing. So I kind of wanted to just say a few words to that because, again, I'm sharing my entrepreneurial journey, and a very real part of that is understanding that I should not feel guilty to take time off when I don't feel well. This stems from having worked 17 years in corporate, and if I was sick at my corporate job, I was just sick and working, whether that was, period pain or migraine pain, because I used to get chronic migraines. Nowadays, I usually, thankfully, only get them around a certain time of the month. So anyway, I used to have to work through stuff like that, and it was horrible, but I mean, that's the nature of many jobs. So like I said, I feel guilty when I take the time to take care of myself because it's just not something that I'm used to yet, even though I've been removed from that kind of environment for just under 2 years at this point. So anyway, if you're also starting out on a journey of creating your own business, and or if you're working on your personal boundaries for self-care and things like that, this is the memo that I want to share with you because it's what I have to keep in mind all the time, which is that it's never a mistake to take care of yourself, especially if you don't feel well. If you cannot show up as your best self for what you are doing, take your body's advice to give yourself rest. Don't work against that. And I get it. For many of us, it's probably an easier said than done thing. So if you've made it to the point where you always listen to your body when you need rest, congratulations, you are further along than I am. So that being said, I am going to be continuing with my arc of getting my creativity back. I have a lot of fun ideas that I came up with right before I fell sick, so I do want to get back to that as soon as possible. However, I still did not change this painting on my wall. So today, in order to just make a quick fun video for you guys, since I don't have the time to record myself drawing and do all the editing and get that up by the end of the day today, what I'm going to try to do instead, hopefully, the goal I'm setting for myself right now is to film this fun little video and show you guys some of my paintings, because this is one of, I think, 8 to 10 paintings that I have in the series. So I'm going to share those with you now. So after I finish this coffee, I'm going to invite y'all into my crafting closet. I'll see you there. Okay, so funny story, the power went out in my building at the exact time I was filming my introductory scene. So I am going to go into the crafting closet, but I can't turn the light on in it, so I don't know how much y'all are going to see. Okay, so here's the crafting closet. I apologize, I can't turn the light on because I still have no power back, but you can see Electra in the front here and Cheddar behind her, and my Amazon package that I haven't opened. Anyway, here's where a lot of the magic is. All my craft stuff is like here. I've got paint, beads, markers, pastels, art box. This is my home library that I've been working on reorganizing, and all my paintings are in this big flat box right here. So I'm going to pull that out since I don't have light in here, and we're going to explore that in my office. Okay, so I'm trying to set up to record myself. I basically have my little moffed tripod dealie set on top of my office chair, and there's my cat Cheddar in the frame. So I'm going to enter the frame now. Hopefully I'll be all the way in. Hi. Okay, so I was right. I have 8 paintings in this particular collection. I started this series when I was still in college. I was only 21. I was taking advanced painting my spring semester of junior year, and our assignment was to do a series of 5 paintings. And then in the years subsequent, I did a few more. So this one actually, I painted in I dated it on the back. It's called Christmas Besties. It was painted between December of 2022 and March of 2023. So this is the one that you guys saw on my wall. I actually based this off of a drawing. It was super fun to do because all of the light bulbs are metallic paint that I bought specifically for the painting. So I was enjoying the newness of that paint set. Anyway, I love how this came out. It's just not appropriate for January at this point. So we're going to set that one aside. Also, if you hear rustling in the background, it's because my cats are playing with plastic bags over to my left, and my rabbits are just munching and running through their house over on the right. And my cat Electra just went to go play with them. So they're going to be in and out of their frame. I'm not even going to try and stop the madness. Okay, so this painting right here is called Snow Angels. This I dated February 2005, and because I was doing this for a course, I was painting them pretty quickly. All of these are done in acrylics, by the way. I use Liquitex acrylics, and the black outlining is done in Sharpie. So these are my characters. Her name is Peanut Butter, and her name is Jelly Sandwich. So if you saw my previous video in which I held up my books and explained that that's the series title, Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich, it's named after these two girls. So anyway, this is on display in, well, it was on display in my kitchen. I'm actually going to put this now in my office on the wall where the Christmas one had been. And I'm going to put a different one up in the kitchen. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm just going to set it in the same spot because I don't want to keep moving in and out of my frame. Okay, this one was the second one I painted for my course. It's called Slumber Party. This character is named Winky, and this one is named Kitty. So again, acrylics on canvas. This was a lot of fun. I love the colors in this one. So I'll have to put this up probably next month. I'll think to change it out again. So, oop, my bad. All right, so there's that one. This is the third painting that I did, and I'm actually going to put this one out in the kitchen because my birthday is coming up in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Wow. Oh, wow. 2 weeks. So I'll put my birthday painting up. This is called Waiting for, oh, there's like a bracket over it. Waiting for Cake. Okay, Waiting for Cake. But yeah, my husband put a hanging bracket right over the title where I'd written it on the back, and I was like, what does it say they're waiting for? I thought it was called Make-A-Wish. Anyway, so these characters are named Dandelion, Fluffy, and Sunflower. Okay, next one. My cats are all up in my business today. All right, this one is probably, it was my favorite of the 5 that I did at that time. This one is called Beach Buns. I actually had this one hanging up in my first New York City apartment on the wall to the side of my bed, and it's damaged over here. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it actually got a rip in the canvas because it fell down the side of the bed. Also, Electra just jumped up behind this, so I'm gonna try and fix it. All right, girly, don't knock my camera over, please. Okay, so this one's named Powder Puff, this one is Perfume, and this one is Sunshine. These two are sisters, and this one is their cousin. There's a whole backstory to all of them. Okay, so yeah, this one was my favorite that I produced in the class, just because I loved the summer theme, and I mean, I'm a summer girly, obviously I live in South Florida, and also I just thought their sunglasses were so cute. All right, gonna set that one aside. This is my least favorite one of the entire group of 8, and that's because, one, I was rushing to finish it because it was the last one I had to do for the class. Also, they're supposed to be lop-eared rabbits. I kind of don't think that's coming across here. I think they just look weird. And also, I don't know, like, the colors are too similar. I don't love this one nearly as much as some of the other ones that I did. And it's called Spill It because they're sharing a secret. But their names are Flopsy and Mopsy. Oh, hi, Cheddar. Hello, little one. So yeah, I do hang this from time to time, but like I said, because I don't love it, I tend to hang this one a lot less than the others. Okay, so funny story. I sketched this canvas when I was still in college, and I didn't put a single speck of paint on it. I just tucked it away. You know, I had to get on to other things. I had a summer job in between junior, senior year, and then I didn't have a painting class senior year. So the canvas got literally forgotten until after I moved from New York to Miami. So literally I just had this sketch canvas sitting around from 2005 to 2017. So 12 years, it just collected dust in a box. And I wanted to get back into painting after I moved. It was just one of those things I realized, hey, I actually have time to do this again. So anyway, I discovered this sketched canvas without any paint on it, and I was like, oh wow, if this isn't a perfect sign to get back into something that I love. So anyway, this character is named Tulip, and this one is named Tabby, and it is called model behavior because, as you can see, Tabby is being a bad painting model. She's making faces while her twin is trying to paint her. So yeah, I love how this one came out. And I do put this one up from time to time because I really like it. So, all right. This next one I did in 2018. It's called Recital Ready. And this is the first one that I did in full, like, sketch and paint since I had graduated college. So this was like my first real foray back into sketching the full canvas and painting it. I also got into glitter with this one. So I don't know how well it's coming across on screen. I'll try to like turn the canvas so you can see the reflection action happening. But the stars and all of their sequin detail, like here, and like her costume, the diamonds, the tiara, everything. I actually bought makeup grade glitter from, I think, two different stores. Ricky's Beauty Supply on Lincoln Road here in Miami Beach, back when there was a Ricky's Beauty there. And a lot of the others came from somewhere in San Francisco. That's all I remember. But I used makeup grade glitter for the sequins, and it was quite a process, but I loved how it turned out. And so I started using glitter a lot more in my canvases after that because I had fun mixing mediums. And also I use nail polish a lot. So if I want something to be like super bright metallic, like for instance, her detail on the chain here, I'm pretty sure that was done in nail polish because enamel paint is just sometimes a little better than acrylic for metallic work. Her name is Brownie and her name is Bunny, and they're about to have their dance recital. So I love their costumes. I'm not crazy about the background so much of this one, but I do love the way their costumes turned out. I was a dancer as a kid and a teenager, so anything having to do with dance and dance costumes, I love incorporating into my art. Which brings us to the final painting that I will show you today. Mind you, this was not the most recent one that I did because the Christmas one was the most recent. This one is dated 2021 and it's called Selfie Down the Shore. So I grew up in New Jersey, and if you're not familiar with the term down the shore, basically if you live in New Jersey, you do not go to the beach, you go down the shore. My character universe is set in a fictional New Jersey town. Hi, Electra. Anyway, this is my favorite of all the paintings I did so far to date. Yes, baby, let me hold this up because even she likes it best. She knows. But I just love the way this one turned out. It reminds me of, I used to go to Point Pleasant when I was a kid. And so it reminds me of like Jersey Boardwalk, which is exactly what I was trying to paint, obviously. But we've got the sunset in the background. I did a lot as far as mixing in everything from glitter to like neons, gradients. That little pear phone instead of an apple, get it? This was done in enamel nail polish. But I did a lot of just like experimental stuff in this painting, like the use of the gradients, doing a washout for her sunglasses, and just getting a little more fun and playful with how I used the medium. So anyway, her name is Hopper, her name is Magenta, they're best friends. And this gumball machine in the background is pretty much like one I had when I was a kid. I had a pink ceramic gumball machine at my house, which one of my aunts bought me for Christmas one year. And yeah, in the background here, we've got all these little whale plushies, and the balloon game, carnival lights, cotton candy, lollipops, ice cream. It's just all the funnest things from the Jersey Shore. What can I say? So yeah, like I said, this one is my absolute favorite. It's out for several months of the year, usually in the summertime. I put out this one and the Beach Buns one. But anyway, I'm gonna go hang my well, I shouldn't say new. I'm gonna hang the paintings that are new for season. And I think with that, I'll close off this video. Again, it was just meant to be a quick little hello because I need to get back to recording my my sketchbook videos, and I have a couple other cool things in store for you guys as far as creative endeavors that I'll share on my 10-day mission to get my creativity back. And then we're going to move on to some other stuff because I actually need to get back to illustration work and other things that'll really be for, like, literally for my business as opposed to just for my YouTube channel and my audience, which is you guys. So again, thank you for being here. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and if you want, you can check out the links below to my books. I'll also link my website on the end screen here. And if you want, you can follow me on Instagram, although disclaimer, I haven't really started posting to my Instagram account yet. So if you want to subscribe to that, great. If not, no worries. There's nothing really going on there yet. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.